trying to Google me now, motherfucker? You trying to Google?
To be fair, he sent it to the group earlier, so I think he's trying to get it.
But I couldn't wait till they said, "Who the fuck was that?" I was like,
"Oh nah, man, come on, man. We watched too much. We watched too much of everything."
As soon as they opened the page, it was like, "Oh."
It's like, oh yeah,
okay, yeah. This nigga was in a Verizon commercial.
Hey, that's different. You got his IDV page where he can see
Bank
it.
of America billboard.
You know what I'm saying?
Come on, man.
Come on.
And they was shaking a white person's hand very vigorously.
Thank you
very
for the
gingerly,
white
so
man.
you get that loan.
USA,
right?
USA, bro. I'm trying to
shaking the hand like you for real. You gonna get some free?
Oh,
swear to God. Swear to God, I get it.
God. Boy, them white boys were roasted last night.
Man, it was a great. They took down one of the best whites they have.
They did, man.
The king of the whites got
also
cooked.
one of the most hated though.
Yeah.
He pretty easy. I didn't think they were gonna say nothing about his wife, but they said everything.
All of it immediately.
Talking about Tom Brady. I don't know if you saw the road.
8 karate classes.
8 karate classes is so funny.
They immediately talked about.
So your wife had 8 karate classes. Of course he's fucking them.
In one day.
Fucking a teacher.
How do you introduce?
So you can't even get mad. He'll beat your ass.
To her new sit stool.
Because you ain't paying attention. Because you got
to win the Super Bowl.
And you got to win the Super Bowl.
Right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, a couple actors run through.
Hey man, I'm proud of Sam J, man.
Oh come on, man.
Sam J.
One time face.
She did a thing for Boston.
Shout out to Sam.
Boston.
I mean, yeah, but she started comedy here, yeah.
She did some time in the city. No, I think she might have
started at Slades
New York or some shit.
I used to look just like her when I first started. I used to look just like Sam J.
Nah, yeah, she was cut down.
You used to look like Sam J, bro.
Look on Bad Boys of Comedy.
With the low haircut.
He was more Kamal than Sam J.
He was like,
no. I didn't have no
I was
question.
Sam J.K. Element over here.
Sam Jugga.
Nah, for real.
Man, she did a thing.
Yeah, man. Shout out to everybody on there, man.
Everybody cooked.
One time for the writers.
The writers cooked.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. Gronkowski,
he went crazy.
Slammed that shot glass.
Yeah, I was like,
somebody got hurt.
Somebody got hurt.
Yeah,
somebody got hurt.
He's too strong to be drunk in public. Like, he's too big. Like the security scared. Like that. Well, you get him.
Right. Yeah, Gronk was like Bebop and Rocksteady.
I do like a tipsy Kevin Hart roasted. He forget about the white folks and get the Philly cooking.
So listen, niggas get tipsy.
Nah, we get. I think we get fucked up.
No, I don't drink.
You got your own tequila. You know what I'm saying?
It's like a feminine thing.
You check your balance.
Everybody in the club get tipsy,
right? And look what happened to him. But that's my whole point.
Everybody.
That's what happened. He said tipsy. Like,
I just like the random fuck you time. Just throughout the. I'm gonna say fuck you all night. I was like, man, this is great. Cuss at the whites. If you ever feeling bad as a black person, just watch Tom Brady get cussed out for 3 hours.
That and then watch Django before you go to sleep. I watched Django before I went to sleep for 2 years straight, man. It like kind of settled my spirit.
Okay,
yeah, bro.
It's soothing.
Because I was going through a lot, man. You know, we was down bad for a minute, man. We choked out, killed everything on TV.
Man, it was too much.
I need to watch a white person get killed every night. I can't fall asleep.
At least 30 of them.
I can't fall asleep. Or you can just fast forward to that last scene.
That's what I was about to say.
Ain't nothing funny than
they was snatching that nigga through the wall.
when he killed Mr. Gaddis, Samuel Jackson said, "Oh." He said, "Who is that nigga on that?"
Oh man, classic. Let's get to it, man.
We on again. I hope you listening closely. We doing our own thing, but we doing this for the culture. Check out the topic. Don't be the subject. We keep it poppin'. You can be up next. We are more than culture. More than culture. We are more than culture. More than culture
is the brand. This is the More Than Culture show. Come on, Secret Genius.
Reemo Rod.
Tyler Chronicles.
Damn,
Ronnie Jordan.
Man, you fucking up, man.
Talking about his chain.
Did the bottom fall?
Man, you so pressed about the chain, you ain't focused on the
Talk your shit, man.
Damn, bro, I almost got my nuts cut off.
Oh man, we ain't got that type of insurance.
Definitely ain't good.
Exactly, dog. You know you gotta extend the joke, motherfucker. What the fuck on? You know that. You gotta take it a little longer.
All right, here we go. Crack it one more time.
Morning Culture is the brand. It's the Morning Culture Show. Kamal, the secret juice.
So y'all started.
Tyler Chronicles.
Ronnie Jordan.
Yes,
Man,
right when you sit down, we on.
We got
okay.
a very special guest in the building.
Yes,
man.
sir.
Oh man.
You know, I'm getting back into my acting bag.
Let's go,
You
Nick
know
Love.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This brother right here I met through Omar Dorsey, who's a coach.
Shout out to Decatur Dorsey.
Decatur Dorsey.
Yeah, man.
And man,
Hollywood
since
Dorsey.
we done linked up, bro, like this brother right here is very inspirational, man. He got a lot of stuff going. You might have seen him on Everything You Love, man. Welcome to the culture, Rob Morgan.
Yeah.
You know, run
man.
down some things, man, a little real quick. You was Magic Johnson's daddy in winning time.
Yeah.
Urban Senior.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
That's hard.
That's an amazing show.
Oh,
Man, I'm so mad they cut it off.
Yeah,
Oh,
very,
it's a thing.
Yeah.
And
very
that's crazy. You
disappointed
ain't
they
like
canceled
4 years
this show.
older than the nigga that was playing Magic.
Right.
I said, hold on, bro. Y'all serious, boy? I said, ain't no way.
Both of
man.
y'all had them period piece faces though. Y'all did the casting of Winning Time was some of the
Casting
best
was-
casts I've
No,
seen.
no.
No,
That
it
dude was
amazing.
Magic Johnson. You
Oh,
was his
yeah,
daddy.
they all
Like I don't
exactly.
care what happened.
No, he is Magic. Like, I hate to tell him.
Oh, man.
He magic.
Forever.
He's magic.
He magic, bro.
Did it.
He's
Yeah,
a-
Is he more magic than the dude who played Tupac? Is Tupac?
No.
No.
He got
That
actually,
dude's
the
Tupac.
guy
He
that
can't
played
do that.
Magic, I feel like he can play something else. He can actually act. The guy that played Tupac just had the face.
He
He got to
gonna
be-
be Tupac forever.
Yeah, he got to be Tupac at Wendy's. Like, if he start working at Costco,
too.
if he start working at Costco, nigga,
Tupac Target.
Tupac.
I was at Costco.
Yeah.
I think Tupac worked there.
Man, so
Deep
all right,
does his thing.
yeah. So
He's a
since we're
great
starting
actor.
there, how did that come? Oh, you know what? No. I know a question I wanted to ask off top. When was the last in-person audition you did for a project?
Oh wow, damn, dog! You just cut to the.
Yeah,
like,
get
look
to
at-
the-
look at-
yeah,
look,
I
man.
wanna
He
ask
frustrated.
you.
He-
I just want to cut to the privilege, motherfucker. How is it you getting this work? God damn it! When the last time you walked in a room,
No,
Bob?
I wanted to ask when was the last time. A lot of people just don't, like just a lot of self-tapes.
You know, actually, man, the self-tape game was very, very like hard to figure out for me.
Okay.
For me, I found that I got better results when I walked in the room.
Right,
You know what I mean? Because something about coming in the room with your presence,
That aura.
yeah, your aura, letting them feel you in person just did very well for me.
Right.
So it got to the point that I would like turn the self-tapes down and say, if they're not interested in, you know, coming to check me out in person, they must not be interested in me just doing the job. Or they ain't, you know, investing in it that much for me to get them to see me what I can do in person,
Right.
then they can
good.
keep it. I'm good. So I started actually turning down self-tapes. But after Mudbound, and I'll shout out my man Kyle Tequila, one of the producers of Mudbound, when we were doing our festival run,
Yeah.
he was one of the quality producers. When I was doing my festival run, he pulled me to the side and he says, Rob, you're offer only now, right? And I was like, I mean, shit, you tell me.
I feel like
right.
You know?
Yeah, I would like to not audition.
You know, he was like, and he just looked at me. He said, "Yeah, you should be offer only now."
And
after
so for
this."
those who don't know what offer only means, that just basically means what? I was gonna say it, but I know you
Nah,
know
it
say
means-
Kamal gonna be like,
Come on,
hell
scared.
no.
Don't let him scare
Hey,
you
bro,
out your
as soon as I said
out your
it,
wits.
Nah, offer only just simply means exactly what it says. It's they call you with an offer. You know what I mean? And
no more
yeah,
audition.
yeah. I mean, I haven't auditioned in quite some time, by the grace of God. Let me
Shout
say
out to
that.
that.
Yeah, shout out
That's
to
dope.
God.
That's dope. But yeah, I just want to ask a lot of actors that when was like the last in-person audition because it's so much different than just that self-tape
Jesus
that
Christ.
just gonna run through. And
Yeah,
like they might put it on before they press play and see how you look and then turn it off like immediately before you even get to open your mouth, man. So it's crazy.
You never know.
You
No,
never,
it's
you never
so
know.
many,
It's
so
like-
many
it's like-
factors involved. I mean,
Yeah.
you know, the first thing you got to do is understand that what's meant for you is meant for you.
Come
As
on.
long
Right.
as you putting your heart and love and soul into that shit, and you really passionately desire it, then you got to understand what's meant for you is meant for you. Can't nobody deny you of that. Right?
Come on now. It's a motivational podcast today, baby. Can't nobody deny you.
And then-
What is meant for you is meant for you.
And
Take
then
that from
also-
Magic Daddy, nigga.
And then also, in this business, you got to love and embrace rejection. You gotta
Embrace
look at that.
rejection.
Oh,
That's
hell
hard.
yeah.
That's difficult.
It's
Yeah.
hard as fuck, but you got to get the nuts or the ovaries and do the shit.
Get your ovaries up.
Yo,
Yeah,
get your old.
Get
You
the
know what I
nuts or
mean?
ovaries.
I'm just, but nah, dead ass though. You gotta love and embrace rejection to the point that it's like, that woman you chasing or desiring, and the more closer and closer you get, you stand back up. She knock you down, or you stand back up. Then closer and closer you get, and pretty soon you just grab rejection because rejection's like, all right, I ain't gonna reject you no more. You know what I mean? In context of what we're doing or what you're pursuing, then that's the analogy I like to use. You
I have a
gotta love
question.
and
What
embrace
about
rejection.
So did you do Lawman Bass Reeves?
Yeah, man.
So on
Hold
those
on.
sets,
Hold on, nah,
that was a
man.
great show. I love that show.
Bro, you a real actor, bro. You grabbed
Like,
the shit
that
out
show-
that microphone. I just want to let you know, like, I was really there.
He been on so
And
many
they were doing the
panels.
show. Oh, shit.
I was like, rejection, are you okay? Right. What you got, Randy?
I was wondering, because those period pieces, a lot of those shows have weapons in them, and we saw what happened with Alec Baldwin. How safer is it to be on set with like real guns and all this stuff like that? Like, is it? What's the protocol? How hard is it to have a freak accident like what happened with?
Well, I mean,
Baldwin?
Unfortunate stuff happens like all the time in our business.
Right.
But as of the projects I've been a part of, especially like even now, the one I'm working on out here in Atlanta called Teacup for Peacock, NBC, cheap plug.
Bitch shit.
But,
You know what I'm
but it ain't even. I'm giving y'all some exclusive shit. They might slap me on the hand for even sharing that.
Nah, man, I ain't finna watch this.
I'm more than culture, goddamn it.
You want more exclusive content?
Shit that you can't see nowhere else.
Anywhere else.
Subscribe to the Patreon.
Yes.
We got different tiers for your budgets.
Yep. 5, 10, 15, 20.
Come shop with us.
Yes.
We telling everything over there.
It's just 5, 10, 20, but y'all will see when y'all get there. Y'all,
But you can get a 10 and a 5. That make 15.
Yeah. Patreon exclusive content, man. Never before seen footage, new and old, man. Make sure you tap in.
Weekly drops or bi-weekly drops, early releases, early ticket access.
And what happens on Patreon stays on Patreon. You dig?
Yeah.
More than culture.
You just can't not touch that microphone.
I can't.
But dead ass though, we have a good solid props team, and the brother that comes and hands me the gun or shows everybody, because we do a group call and we'll say, for safety measures, we're going to show you the placebo, the fake gun that we have on set. We'll show you that the bullets have shells in them, so when you shake them, it proves that it's fake. And then this particular guy, his name escapes me, unfortunately, but he was nice enough. I said, look, man, I want you to pull the trigger, all because it was a 5-round gun, so he pulled it 7 times just to show everybody there's nothing in here. And then aside from that, we have a plastic replica of the gun also. Right. So when it's more intense situations and stuff like that, I feel like y'all motherfuckers is real tense listening and not laughing. Say some funny shit.
No, we want to know. It's more than culture. It ain't more than laughing. You know what I mean?
Right.
People interested.
I feel like I'm learning.
I feel like I'm doing a monologue.
Right.
Nah, this information.
Someone breathe.
I worry about the same thing.
But,
Like just the good shit.
But dead ass though, they got a plastic gun replica at the same time, so that when it's scenes where it's physicality and we moving and shit and pointing, at you close type thing, you understand, hey, that's a plastic gun at you. So,
My PTSD don't play with guns like that. All right, nigga.
Yeah, because I know being on BMF with all them niggas is like, yo, so is that AK really a 47?
I didn't have any gun scenes on there, but I had back then stuff before with it, like he was talking about. They'll show you the gun and like how they loaded and unloaded. If it is that like a real workable, operational gun, they'll show you the operation of it, and then like you said, they'll shoot it off and all that stuff. So,
because bro, my suicide scene, that was a real 38.
That was not a real 38.
That was a real.
It was
38,
blue.
bro.
It was blue,
It was
royal
real
blue, goddamn.
Man, shut
let that man get his street credit.
Let him get his street credit.
Acting with a flare gun.
had a starter pistol.
This nigga trying to find a boat, nigga.
But then when he tell you, yo, man, that was a real 38.
Have we shown that?
Man.
No,
bro.
I tried to find it. Reemo has a.
It's on YouTube.
No, it's not because I tried to put it in
That's
the chat.
private.
He shot a starter pistol from Southwest to Cab.
It's on YouTube, but it's private somewhere.
Yeah, you
It's a
gotta
private
have
It's
it.
a
bro.
Reemo
It's
had
hard
a
drive.
monologue and he played this dude named
online.
Chucky.
It's on Vimeo?
No, it's not Vimeo. I went on Vimeo, but it's probably private on Vimeo. That's probably what it is. I got it.
Oh, I'm about to find it.
Because we was talking shit about it in the
Nah,
group
I'm
chat.
gonna
I
find
tried
that shit tonight,
I
bro.
tried to sit, please, bro.
Nah, I'm gonna find it.
That's
I'm
I
gonna find it.
can't
I forgot about it, but I'm gonna find it.
Nah,
That's the one that
bro.
made you
Nah,
an
I'm gonna find
influencer.
Got him out the game. Got him out the game.
That's it. Stop acting.
I'm gonna find
Made
it.
you stop auditioning, motherfucker.
It was too intense, bro. Talk to this man.
Audition since
Talk
then,
to this man.
Also, if Alabama was black, you think what would happen?
If Alec Baldwin was black, oh man,
Damn,
I mean
right.
y'all brother trying to get me canceled.
How you get canceled?
Right. If Alec Baldwin was black, how big is his dick? How big would his dick be? Like damn, I can't really
He
call
that lady.
it.
She shot him in the head.
I would imagine. I would imagine.
Okay.
Don't that lady.
What comes to mind is Mary Turner, May 19th, 1918, right here in Brooks County, Georgia.
Oh, shit.
Young lady, 8 months pregnant, outwardly talking against her husband being lynched the previous day, being acquired by a mob, hung upside down, burned her clothes off, cut the baby out, and then shot her up
Yeah, damn.
after that.
That's what happened.
So I would
if he was black.
imagine that's what would happen if he was black.
Man.
And I saw that on Something Black, the Instagram post.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I'm
so
about to
that's
say, that
that.
one on black and white.
I was gonna ask you, were you a lawyer or a historian?
I was like, was that a scene in Mass Read? I was like, what the fuck?
You talk about historical pieces, so yeah, we can use that.
I thought
right?
you
Y'all
were
can
like,
use
that was my
part of the
great
clip.
grandmother.
But that was some history that I learned today. But I imagined it all the time. But I saw a specific, detailed story about it on this post, and it just shook me. You know what I mean? It really gave my body an ache reading that, and then for you to ask that, because this woman was outwardly speaking against her husband being lynched, and
Right.
well, we know we have these podcast cats that now it's putting men and women against each other and shit.
They don't get no pussy.
But right.
That's podcast they need to talk about.
clearly
I won't be fucking.
Yeah.
And I want to.
That same
human
love,
touch.
that same love and sacrifice is still out there today.
No,
You know what I mean?
Right.
That's a part of our DNA.
Right.
So I would imagine he would get a little dose of how it is to be black
Right on.
if something like that was to happen.
We were going back to
And I
earlier.
shared that because that was in Georgia too. That's the only reason. Since
No,
we're in
we
Georgia.
appreciate it.
Yeah.
When you're getting prepared to do, because all the stuff that I've been in, it's been a back and forth. Like in terms of acting wise, like I got 2 lines, Ronnie got 2 lines, I got 2 lines. So I know my rhythm.
Yeah.
How do you prepare for when you have a scene with a very long monologue? I'm always impressed by when people are talking for 2 to 3 minutes in a scene, especially like if it's like yo, bro, Denzel on Flight.
Denzel period.
Woo!
Denzel period for sure.
Yeah.
But
That flight,
in
though.
that
That
quiet
flight?
room.
Yeah.
Think about it. It's probably 100 people in that courtroom scene, and
And he probably asked for all of them to be in there while he did it. Too.
Yeah, man,
That's
and he's
theater,
got a
bro.
5-minute. Oh man, so I'm
He
sorry,
killed
but
that
yes.
shit. Yeah, I do that too, but they cut my shit.
But they cut my shit.
Boy, that's some bullshit right there. You've been getting ready for a week.
Some of my shit get
Nah, I
cut
know,
too,
bro.
They
bro.
cut my
Don't
little
trip.
3 lines in the pool.
I think you get back to your trail like, boy, I was hooping today.
How you prep for it though?
How do I prep for something like that? I mean, I really just try to be in the moment so much that understand what my character is really there fighting for and trying to get, right? And what the key catalysts for those moments are. What's my tone? What my character really is fighting for in those moments, and I try to keep that in the forefront, and then as long as I'm so prepared with the lines, like before I go on set, I'd be like, fucking, I don't even know these lines. You know what I mean? Because I don't want to be attached to the idea that I'm memorizing something. I go in there with the idea that I'm listening for something that hits me and give me my reaction that I've prepared, or reaction that I'm comfortable with in a way, because you get prepared, but when the director comes in there and be like, oh, I like that, but give me this. Give it to me like that. Or take that out and give me that. You have to be so prepared in a way that won't fuck you up, but you keep what you already idealized as your character's most important, like the fight, what they in there fighting for, and breathe into that shit and tell that story. You know what I mean? Like, just be comfortable in your breath. I run the lines a lot. I do yoga. You know what I mean? So like when I have long ass monologues like that, I like doing my activities and I'm running my lines as I'm doing my activities in my mind or out loud. Even when I'm flipping that kettlebell, I'm up there running my lines because it gives me a whole nother way of putting it in my body with a focus and concentration on something at the same time. At the same time, I'm so comfortable with my lines that when I go up there on set, I know I ain't flipping no 30-pound kettlebell, so I ain't got to worry about that hitting me in my head. And if I can do that shit while I'm flipping my kettlebell or doing downward facing dog in a 105-degree temperature room, sweating my ass off, fighting for my motherfucking life. You know what I mean?
And then it be stinking in there too.
A lot of body over.
But yeah, like, you know, I try to get it to the point that it's so much in me that when they say action, all I'm doing is having fun and playing and saying that shit. You know, like what I just gave y'all right there was a 90-second monologue.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? What I just gave y'all. Yeah, and that was just me.
With this thing we're doing, Reemo, with his childhood, it's called church athletics.
Spiritual athletics.
Spiritual athletics. He swears he played church basketball, but we try to.
Oh man, look, church basketball. First of all, church basketball was. It's like AAU basketball.
Oh, no, it's not.
It's not like that.
Very. Right, so
how is it like that?
The people
they got refs.
Carpet.
They got refs.
Shit. It's called speed carpet. First
sport carpet.
Speed
on carpet.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure, it was carpet.
It was carpet. Yeah.
So look.
Oh, you took y'all.
The people who play ball in church are the people who can't play at school because they too bad
at basketball.
They just too bad.
Correct. Yes.
You got with cleats in y'all gym.
They ride the short bus.
Let me tell you
they
something.
ride the long bus to jail, and then they come back to church to hoop.
Man, let me tell you something. My high school team had 3 niggas on there that couldn't read.
Like
if you can play basketball, you will be playing basketball.
This not left field. What the fuck?
I really was trying to say there's a dudes that didn't do well in school. If you could hoop, you will do well in school.
But we had people who dared to murder.
on the church basketball team.
Everything could be forgiven.
Come on.
Yeah, I guess especially at Newburgh.
Come on.
I guess he couldn't be like, throwing rocks.
What I'm gonna say?
Yeah, he can't throw stones.
Come on.
Can I ask you something? What are your pet peeves when you're doing a scene with somebody? What are your pet peeves from like
bad breath
actor?
What are my pet peeves? I don't really have pet peeves, man. I mean, I'm blessed motherfucker to be there doing it myself. And they might be looking at me like, God, you irking the fuck out of me, you know? So I'm dead. My whole point is, if the director's happy, I'm ecstatic. You know what I mean? And as long as that motherfucker, he or she, is happy, I'm pretty much like, all right, job done. Even when they say, hey, I'm happy. Do you want to do another? Are you happy? Yeah, I'm happy. No, well, then let's go.
Let's get out of here.
Get the fuck on. Let's keep it popping.
And
you know
most
what I mean?
people don't know, of course, your story. You started you didn't start the traditional way to get into your acting space. Tell us a little bit about how you started up.
What did Google tell you?
Wikipedia's.
He was throwing it at you because he didn't read it.
No.
Because he was Googling me right before y'all started.
He opened the Wingstop.
Oh, shit.
You had a Wingstop? You should have started with
He opened a Wingstop.
Yeah, Ross stole the idea from me. I want my money, nigga.
Damn. Yeah,
exclusive. This is Wing Shop.
White boy.
Put
down your pants.
I'm just playing.
That's a 78 cargo plane.
But on serious note, man, dog, honestly, I just wanted to be seen by my mama, man.
Come on.
You know what I mean? Like I was first of all, this young lady, Margaret Terry, at the time moved from New York to DC to pursue acting. And of course, 90% of us, we find our stick by chasing a young lady.
Chasing a chick.
You know what I mean? So I'm chasing her around, and she was like, you should come with me to this open call. And I was like, what's that? She was like, oh, just come with me, and it was an open call at this Marriott. And it was like 3,000 beautiful people out there. And I was like, hold up. I grew up around this motherfucker. I ain't seen this. Who are these motherfuckers? Where they come from? And like, oh, this is the open call, Rob. Come, And like, all right, cool, great. I'm looking around and we go up to the table and the people are like, all right, headshot resume. I said, headshot resume?
I ain't got nothing.
I said, what's head? Oh, well, they'll take your picture. Oh, yeah, come around. We'll take your picture because they said, oh, you like your style. Come around here and take my picture. Yeah, we'll take your picture. So they took my picture or whatever, and I'm looking around. They're like, I look at the camera. I say, okay, I look at the camera, and they snap, and they're like, all right, okay, bye, And I'm walking off, and next day, because we worked as like information data entry folks at the insurance firms, right? And so I'm at my desk doing my job, and she comes over and said, Rob, did they call you? I said, who? She said, the people. I said, no. Did they call you? She said, no. I said, all right, cool. So the next day she come back, hey, did they call you? I said, who are you talking about? The people, did they call you? I said, no. Did they call you? No. I said, all right, cool. Because, at that time, everything was on the phone. It wasn't sales and stuff. So I gave him my work number because that's where I was at most of the time.
Okay.
So next thing you know, next day, call. Yeah, we'd like to speak to Rob Morgan. I said, yeah, this is Rob. This is background from movie Contact. You came in. We'd like to offer you 5 days background. I said, 5? Okay, cool. What did we do? She said, okay, cool. At that time, I didn't have email and shit. This was like, 96? So I had to write down, oh, you take this bus to there, you take that bus to there.
Oh, you had MapQuest.
Yeah, I had to write all this shit.
By hand.
Yeah.
They had an atlas.
You know what I mean? And
map at the gas station.
And so I run over to Margaret's desk. I said, Margaret, did they call you? She said, no. I said, they called me.
Yeah.
She said, go. And I was like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
Like,
that's your Dance Mania moment.
Yeah,
like Leo.
Yeah. And so,
I got on Dance Mania, Dad.
And so, I'm like, all right, cool. She didn't get picked, and I pretty much had to go by myself.
Yeah.
And, I went and caught the bus, and I'm around all these actors on the bus, and you could hear all this conversation about the movie, what was here, because I was pretty much listening more than talking, because I ain't know nobody. I was more observing, like a deer in headlights.
Right.
And by like the 4th day out of my 5 days, I was like, damn, I don't wonder if my mom see me. Like, I want my mom to see me in this shit. How am I going to? And then I saw them pop a dude over there with long white hair. And I said, that's where I need to be. And I walked over there, and I stood in that spot for 5 hours and didn't move. I literally stood in that spot just like this for 5 hours. And next thing you know, because I just said, I felt like, I said, hey, that's where I need to be. So I stood in that spot. Next thing you know, they started building the set around me. They just was placing people around me like, fuck it. Right? And then the guy with long white hair pops up right here. And I was like, oh, shit. Yeah. It's about to be on and popping.
And you right there.
This is where I need to be. So the movie's Contact with Jodie Foster and Matt McConaughey, which I have another funny story about. I just worked with Matt McConaughey 30 years later, which is beautiful. 28 years. So it's the scene where Jodie Foster goes into the White House to ask Bill Clinton for more money for outer space research, right? And I grew up in the D.C. area and the shit, and this was all happening in D.C. And from what I understood from listening to people about the movie, I was like, well, how will my character feel her taking millions of dollars for outer space exploration for shit that we don't even think is out there, and they're spending it on that when our kids in the schools don't have books, motherfucking, they taking away the programs, the everything that limiting the kids. I was like, man. So when Jodie Foster walked by, at first they was like, background, mime, and people out there miming like this, you know. And then after a couple of takes of that, they were like, all right, background, now you can make noise. And I was like, make noise? Oh, shit. Right?
I can talk.
And so other people, they were making nonsensical noise. They were basically going, yeah, right? Seriously, dead ass. And I was like, yo, how would I feel? And I was like, there ain't nothing out of space. Get a real job. Don't waste my tax dollar. And Jodie Foster started looking at me like, that ain't in the script.
Yeah.
And so, next thing you know, action. Get a real job. Ain't nothing out of space. Don't waste my tax dollar. And action. Get a real job.
They not gonna get not one take without
He
that
got
one.
an Oscar the first day.
Next thing you know, homeboy, it was Jake Busey, Gary Busey's son. He looks down at me. He said, "You're creative." I said, "Hey man, I'm just trying to get some burn." You know? I literally said that.
Burn. Trying to give me some burn.
I literally did some shit. That's what I knew.
Yeah.
And he looked at me. He said, "Keep it up." And next thing you know, I saw a microphone pop up. They put a microphone over our head.
Like, he gonna keep saying this.
Yo, that's
gotta get it
crazy.
one time.
Debo is on. He manifests his own way in the
That's
script.
Residual thing, you know what?
You ain't get paid.
No, they paid me as a background, and y'all owe me money for
I was
this.
about to
I'm
say,
glad we're talking about
You
this.
gotta sign.
Look,
You gotta sign a different whole.
yo,
shit.
they didn't give me
Well,
none
they
of
put
that.
that
And when I was
microphone
flat broke in New York and was like, God damn, I gotta have some money, some motherfucking way.
Movie residual.
I tried to call SAG. They sent me to the SAG, and I'm putting SAG on the line for this too. Sent me to the SAG in DC. At the time, I got such to run around and was told they ain't no
Still
check
doing
number.
that to these days.
Man, it was so crazy and so disheartening, man, because I was broke in the motherfucker, and I could have really used that $50, even if it was $50 fucking dollars. I could have used that shit.
Yes.
But fast forward, after that, you know, the scene was wrapped. I'm so green. I just saw what I didn't know at the time, but now I know it's called Video Village over there. And I walked right over to Video Village.
Shut the hell up,
Man,
bro.
I leaned over
You ain't
Robert
supposed to be over there,
Zemeckis.
y'all. You ain't supposed to be over there.
Look,
Hey, ignorance
You
is
over
bliss,
Rob
bro.
Zemeckis?
ignorance is bliss. Ignorance is bliss. So they replaying the scene, and I walk over and I lean literally. This is Rob. This Rob.
You move out the way,
This is Rob
excuse me, bro.
Zemeckis' head. I go like this. Yo, that's me.
That's me. Watch out, Rob.
Yeah.
Hey, Rob, get off me, Rob.
Nah. And he just looks up at me and go like this.
Oh, that's fire.
Just like that.
Mhm.
And I was just like, oh shit.
Hit you by the
You
ball.
And
That's
man,
dope.
I wasn't even hooked then. I was
okay.
like, I just was in the moment. I was just basically organically reacting to what was around me. And so fast forward 6 months later, man, I don't know what to expect. I go to the movie, I go dolo, just on my own shit. And I look at the movie and I hear my voice. I'm like, oh shit. And then I see my face. I'm like, oh shit. And then I see my voice connected to my face, man. I jumped out that chair like literally, and then I did like this.
Y'all, this me.
He had to hold himself.
And then I did like this because I was like, damn, I wonder if anybody saw me. I was like, but then I was like, oh shit. Like, damn, that's what I gotta do. That's what I gotta do. And literally that's what put it in me to pack my stuff and come to New York, not knowing nobody. And hit the ground pursuing this, and then after that they did the open call for Shaft, and so I was coming up to New York, and they offered me that. It was just me and John Singleton in the room at the time, and then fast forward for that, MGM didn't want to give him the $22 million to make the movie with a no name, but at the time that's all he wanted to do was bring out no name actors. That was
He was
his
gonna
thing.
be Shaq.
Yeah, but I'm glad it didn't work out because
Yeah.
my trajectory is beautiful in its own way.
For sure.
But yeah, so because they wanted him to use Will Smith at the
Got
time, and he
shit
didn't feel like Will was the dude. For
Will
it.
Will Smith as Shaft? What
Yeah.
kind of...
That
Oh
was the
my
language.
God.
Well, we
That
don't
was
want
the
the
language.
gluten-free goddamn Shaft.
That's
That
how it
was
go,
the
though,
language,
man.
yeah,
that's how
man.
you get the money, bro.
But the biggest name.
Yeah, that's how you get the
That's
money.
how you
You
get
know
the
what I
money.
mean?
That's how you be
So-
looking like, what the hell is he doing in this movie? Sometimes people just don't
Yeah.
fit, but they had to get him.
And so then
That happened to me. in
they
Dreamville.
pushed me to the back of the line. So I'm basically in New York, like with a bag, a suit and a bag, and the clothes on my back.
Oh, man.
And like not knowing what the fuck is going on, but having to basically eke it out. and which I did by the grace of God. I bump into John Singleton a little later, and I'm like, oh, yo, what's happening? He said, oh, man, yo, I had to go with Sam Jackson, but I'm pretty sure they're casting it right now. Go to Lynn Kressel Casting. Yeah, I'm going to call it out. Go to Lynn Kressel Casting and tell them, you know, I said I want you to read for some stuff because I'm sure we got something for you. And I'm like, oh, all right, cool, John. All right, great. All right. And I'm go New York, get there, subway, do my thing, rush down there. I go in there and I'm knocking on the door. I come in, I'm like, hey, I just bumped into John Singleton.
That's so funny.
And he told me that, you know, y'all had some stuff that I could read for. At first, you know, I was gonna be Shab. And the woman said, what's your name?
I was gonna be Shab.
I was gonna see Shaq.
Right?
And I was like,
I walk in, I see brothers along the line on the chairs waiting, and I'm sitting there, I'm like, yeah, you know. And she said, what's your name? I said, oh, I'm Rob Morgan. You know, she said, I don't see you on the list. I said, no. Listen, I just saw John Singleton on XY 45th Street or whatever, and he told me that y'all had something that I can come read for because he had me a shaft at first, right? You know, call him, right? Call him. And she was like, no, you're not on the list. But if you don't leave, I'm gonna call the police.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, I'm serious. Like, I'm dead ass. Yeah.
I'm supposed to be Shaq.
Yeah, I don't think you heard me.
Yeah.
And,
Might have switched
man,
that 4 to a 6.
she basically went to threaten to pick up the phone, man. And I was like, wow, call. And then I walked out and literally and didn't know. And that's when I got into the theater and got into backstage looking at audition cattle calls and from there, man, I just kept getting rejected till I'm grabbing y'all motherfucking microphone.
What you talking about?
You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
man. Hey, what's going on? It's your boy Tyler Chronicles, man. And Make Me Laugh Media is a place you got to go, man, because they're the only ones that treat comics like they need to, and they will put you on who you need to be put on, not them other ones.
Man, so you went to Virginia State.
You know damn right.
How,
Yes,
Joe?
sir.
You were a cheerleader?
Yeah, I mean, right now I am.
Okay. Were you a cheerleader?
Nah, I'm not. I wasn't a woo-woo. Though we got woo-woos. We don't got chilies. We got woo-woos, bro.
They live, bro. That's one of the funny schools to do.
Yeah, Virginia State is dope.
Yeah,
It's
man.
real fun. We done comedy shows up there.
They
word?
will boo your ass, boy.
Oh,
Virginia State will boo the shit out
Oh
of
yeah,
you.
we some real cats at Virginia State,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
But
Shout out to
VSU
Virginia
make
State,
you that
man.
way,
Shout out to
man.
Norfolk State. All them.
They shot Jay Ski at Virginia State.
They showed did. He was up there
Me and a
hanging
friend of
out.
ours got a story
If
about
he
how
ain't
got shot
funny,
at
I'm not
homecoming.
surprised.
No,
he
not
wasn't
like that. Not like that.
That's wild.
Not like that.
Yo, man, you ain't funny, son. Your ass off. You ain't gonna get off the stage.
We'll make
Nah, he got shot. He got shot at the homecoming out there.
Yeah, he
Nah.
got shot fucking around in the street playing.
Have
Outside.
you ever got a script and been like, man, I can't believe they even want me to do this?
Oh, quite often.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, you can't. But I mean, it's part of the game for them to say, hey, this is what we desire for you to check out, and if that ain't no harm in me checking it out. I'm not offended. That's just saying, hey, I'm not particularly interested in that.
What was the
That's
craziest one you got?
What's the craziest one I got?
Character, yeah.
I mean, the craziest one probably it wasn't even my character, but it had a character in there.
You're supposed to be Chris Tucker in The Fifth Element. You're supposed to be
Nah. I mean, I
that's
don't know if
crazy.
I like, it's all art, man. And really, if it ain't anything that's vibing with me, I don't wrap my head around it enough to give it that much space to like right now, I got so many lines and so many. I'm the key on this whole block we shooting right now for the next 2 months. It's all my episodes. So
Right
and I get a little bit of shine. So for me to think about some shit that I didn't connect with back after yesterday, pardon me, brother. I ain't.
No, it's all good. We just got a podcast.
Yeah.
What you got to catch?
I was supposed to be
Wait,
Shaq.
I love it all.
Supposed to be Shaq.
Yeah.
You got Kendrick Drake beef ass. What's the score? What's the?
Man, sassy 1, sassy 2. I don't know.
Sassy 2-1.
What's your score, Reemo? What's the Kendrick Drake beef score?
You know what? Since his
I'm not
last
even in
Drake song, he's kind of notched himself up a little bit more because I had Drake at like 0. Like he didn't have.
Man, I am into the Flint, Michigan not having clean water still. Like 10 years.
That's the type of shit.
Yeah, that type shit.
Yeah.
Fuck
Sure.
that beef. Neither one. Because seriously, dog, all that shit is a distraction.
Yeah, it's
and,
very
and,
much
and,
so.
And then them motherfuckers got way too much to be throwing away and losing and pissing down the drain for some. They ain't, unless the motherfuckers say, look, man, let's call the UFC. Motherfucking set up a date. That's dead ass though. If you really got some beef with a motherfucker in this game, it should be, yo, fuck this. We at the point now we can get in the octagon and rock and roll and fuck all the internet. And
I much rather watch that than see it here another diss track.
Hell yeah.
I'm like over it.
Hell yeah.
That's my score.
Let's
take
it. Let's let the motherfuckers do that.
My score is game over.
And I feel like
that's
it's like
it feels like an algorithm.
Because they be partying and bullshitting together right after that shit while other
Like
kids
NFL
come out with a tour and charge you $9,000
and making grown ass men look like bitches going back and forth on the fucking internet. Get the fuck out of here. If you ain't gonna put some gloves on and really bang this shit out like your real issue, shut the fuck up.
And they said it's a distraction because all the record companies firing their whole staff and dissolving into 1 and 2 companies.
Shit's so bullshit.
And it's like nobody see all that shit. Like then they're not gonna have no money for like the new black artists. So
word, we got real issues out here, man.
This shit over. You gotta get your own fans. You gotta sell it directly to customers
out here, man. And the motherfuckers out here. Fuck that.
And they gave all that money to Ukraine. They could have gave us too. Y'all could have gave us reparations with that Ukraine.
All distraction, bro.
Word.
Y'all could have got them.
Man, COINTELPRO is real, dog.
Yeah,
COINTELPRO is real.
Absolutely.
And motherfuckers want to sit here and act like we just partying and bullshitting and redding and sexy and all this bullshit.
Red and
sexy. That's the name of the episode.
Yo, dead ass though, like. Yo, man,
that's
some
so
real shit out here. So if y'all want to be more than culture, man, we got like, we can laugh and all that good shit, man, but fuck that beef bullshit.
We gotta talk about the real shit, bro.
Yeah, man.
What's a project that you could see yourself like doing, like buying back the block type situations, or like recreating Black Wall Street, or like? Yo,
you know what would be beautiful is to see that in cinematic form, so that it can elevate the attention and the knowledge or the people's interest, so that they can do their own research and empower themselves with what they can find out about it, and then we can start generate that mindset of us basically, learning our history and things of that nature. That's what I think. For me, doing what I do is a blessing, because I really come into these rooms with that kind of mindset. You know what I mean? I try to protect our image and my image definitely in the best way possible. I don't mean to bore you, brother.
Nah, that was lunch.
That was on my chin.
I feel like, but you know, speaking to that point though, I feel like it was crazy when
let me say this shit real quick.
Go ahead.
And they just had a grit sandwich. All right, go ahead.
Stop me for that.
I know.
Here's
the podcast.
That was crazy.
We going for ratings, man. Grit sandwich for sale, motherfucker. Grit sandwich.
He got sweatpants with stirrups on the bottom.
Oh, shortstop
Transman hat.
He got a Kool-Aid shirt on.
Stop touching me.
Okay.
I think he's trying to make a joke word, but
Hey, trying to get you some of your joke power.
Joe Power.
No, real quick. So that it tripped me out when The Watchmen came out on HBO. How many people didn't know about Black Wall Street? Like they thought that was just like
that was a dope show.
Or the bombings or whatever you want to call it. People didn't know about it. So you're right about making a project that could really elevate that, because it was literally crazy to me that people didn't know that was a real thing.
Yeah, people don't get taught our history, man. If you don't go to a school that, and not even, I mean, a college that has an African American history program, and you don't indulge in yourself and just some self discovery, you're not going. You could go your entire life without knowing a lot of shit.
Yeah. But it was just surprising the amount of people that had that expressed that they didn't know that. I feel like a lot of people didn't, but like, damn, you're just gonna be like, just now you know, just be quiet about it. Just don't make us look bad.
Yeah.
Like when Tom Hanks said that shit, it was just like, okay, so like when white people finally saw us getting bit by dogs and shit on TV, they was like, oh, that's really happening? It's like, bitch, it's been happening. Don't act like
sometimes
in their algorithm.
Ignorance is bliss, like you said.
That was not in their algorithm.
I mean, I read an article where it was saying like 85% of the average, 85% of white people have no contact with black people, period, Black America at all. They don't have no friends, no need to. You know what I mean? But in our community, we always say, hey, man, you got to have one in your pocket if you want to get some shit made.
You damn
gotta
right.
know one in you got to have one on your phone.
The banker. You got to have one banker.
One white boy, one white woman in your phone.
Right.
So when some shit happens, you know what I mean? And that's just we know that. But for them, it's like, they don't even have, they can live carefree and not have no exposure. But at the same time, that's limiting to
Atlanta,
them.
we in this big.
That's big limiting to them.
Can't not know us in Atlanta.
Oh yeah, that's we're spoiled in Atlanta.
We're so
so everything is black.
Because I can go 2-3 weeks without seeing no white people. And not saying that I don't want to interact with white people. I'm just saying we have been a majority, like an overwhelming majority black metropolis for
like DC
for the last 50 years. You know what I'm saying?
They still shooting brothers in the back. They still shooting brothers in the back at McDonald's.
Hell yeah, they shoot. Well, I live in the outskirts, so they really are. Like,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, that was a crazy time.
It's still some violations going on.
Oh, absolutely.
For sure.
Yeah, it's just like you say, but in terms of like being spoiled, in terms of like
just being around black people,
being around black people, no matter where you go, you go.
When you leave town,
I love seeing y'all brothers and sisters.
As soon as you get off the plane in the airport, you know you're in Atlanta.
You see a big booty police lady,
and as soon as you get off the plane in any other city, you're like, oh shit, I am not in Atlanta no more. You know what I'm saying?
DC's like black.
DC's like that.
That's Chocolate City. But the thing about Atlanta is that '96 bombing at the Olympics really set Atlanta off. The whole population exploded after that bomb, and I'm like, what was it about that bomb that drew so many people here and made them want to stay?
Freaknik.
Freaknik. Yeah, that was a different bomb. Yeah, that was a different bomb.
Freaknik, LaFace, Outkast, Dungeon Family, Rico Wade, all that shit.
Atlanta's whole population.
And also, Maynard Jackson was doing all these contracts with black businesses to build an airport. Yeah. So he was making the upper echelon class right then. He was like, I made them have a contract for black business. You got to pour concrete. Make me 3 exits. Like, you don't do this shit, learn how to do it. You know what I'm saying? He was doing. So he was turning the whole nother black class of people. Like, you know what I'm saying? That was Maynard Jackson. They was all of them still rich now. You know what I'm saying? Like, those are the rich families. But that's what Atlanta is rich in. That's how our culture is. We know for getting money. That's
Atlanta getting money.
We get money. Bankroll shit going on.
Bankroll.
Dope. Yeah.
We count money every time.
Did you play any sports or anything at Virginia?
Well, I played basketball and football, but then when I got to college, that all went to the wayside. They did offer me a red shirt opportunity in basketball as state coach dean, but my head was so big at the time, I didn't have anybody to pull me by the coattail and say, hey, man, that's actually pretty good, motherfucker. Motherfucker.
Go get some free schools.
Like, I need
scholarship. But it was all about sitting on the bench. I was like, I ain't sitting on no bench, but they had a senior in the position at the time, so it was like, all right. But like I said, I ain't had a person to be like, yo, dog, it's actually flattering, motherfucker. Stop being a big-headed little dick. And, you know what I mean?
He's gonna be the voice in my head now.
But like, so then what I did was I focused on my social skills, and I was like, you know what, since I ain't gonna be hooping, I'll just focus on my social skills, and by the grace of God, I think that was the best thing that ever happened to me.
Yeah, I got off a red shirt at FAM for the band. They had a percussion. They percussion.
You sound like that nigga who said he got a $5 million scholarship.
Yeah. $5 million.
This is the first NIL deal.
The first NIL deal.
I got an NIL deal for what did you play?
Percussion.
Cowbell, motherfucker.
What percussion?
All of the bass drum.
Cowbell.
No, you just made that.
I did play the bass drum. But like, for you to be red shirt to play the bass drum, that's dumb as fuck. That's so funny.
Like, you was fat.
You had to be percussionist. You had to
be fat.
No, you had to know everything. You had to know your rudiments. You had to know your cadences and stuff.
No, FAM ain't no easy band to get into. That's what I'm saying.
Word. That's true.
That's why I went to Clark.
Right.
Neither is Virginia State.
It didn't go there either.
Was
you didn't go nowhere, man.
Yeah.
You was in a Job Corps band, man. Just tell us.
JCB.
You gonna finish?
I was in the opening ceremonies of the Olympics, '96.
Doing what?
That was in high school.
They had every kid in Atlanta public school. That shit.
Not everyone.
That's true. Could have been.
You could have been heroin.
You was in it.
No.
I got it. Tuba saxophone addict. Tuba phone addict.
It's a tuba thing, Sean.
I saw the Dream Team play though.
I didn't.
That was dope. The men's? I saw the women's.
Yeah, I saw the men's. Yeah, I saw the men's. I snuck in. I had an ID. I worked Olympic baseball, but I used to go to all the events. So the night of the bombing, I was just out hanging out with my mom's friend's daughter. We were just out. You know, there ain't no cell phone, so we were just riding the train. And this crackhead jumped out and said, y'all heard that explosion? He was like, you are high, friend. We get back to the airport. We saw what was on the news, like, damn, some shit blew up.
Yeah.
And then I saw her mom, my mom's car behind her mom's car. I was like, you heard about that? My dad said, why you think we here, fool? We thought you were dead.
We thought you were dead.
I heard about it.
Yeah, my page was going crazy. I heard that shit leaving
That's how I got my
Olympic
page,
Stadium
actually.
on
You
the
heard it?
Yeah, walking to Georgia State train station. I was walking to the train station.
She could have hit you, dog.
Nah, I wasn't nowhere near.
So Buddy didn't even do it. The little fat white dude they said.
Nah.
Who the fuck did it?
They ended up catching somebody. I feel like on the 30 for 30 they caught somebody. I can't remember.
Damn, he wasn't as famous. It's a little
It's
slight
that
man.
nigga that didn't do it.
Right.
That's how it go. All right, man. We got this thing called Culture Comments because our fans, they love to roast us.
They roast the shit out of us.
Yeah, they do a good
Very
job
mean.
at it, man. That guy double. This is 2-part. That guy double D Scott 229. That's a lot. Shorten it up.
Change your name,
They
guys.
say Reemo looked like a background dancer from Bamboozled.
You did a mouse.
The Mouse is
Hey,
crazy.
Bamboozle came true.
But Bamboozle is a good movie, bro.
That is a really good movie. That shit came
Big
true,
sleeper.
bro.
Background dancers.
And this will be not a runner up. What you call that? Honorable mention. Honorable mention from Bundy 398.
Bundy.
Remember Reemo was talking about he was a DB. He played DB.
Defensive back.
Defensive back. Yeah. He said Reemo would play DB. He got drafted to the Bankhead Booty Shakers. Shout out to y'all.
Bro,
Man.
Bankhead
Y'all the
Booty
funniest. Y'all the funniest.
Was that for tonight or some?
Nah, that's for the last episode.
episode.
Yeah, for the last episode. Yeah, they'll get you next
They
time.
gonna get you.
They gonna cook you up.
We gotta go watch Anthony Edwards. Everybody trying to get out here to watch Anthony Edwards.
Oh yeah, no, I got bingo, baby. We doing
Bingo,
bingo, baby.
I mean,
Y'all pull up. If y'all come to Atlanta, y'all tour. You gotta make
shit
Trap
going.
City, Trap Museum a stop, and we just filmed something big with the High
Oh,
Mafia
yeah, come
this
on.
weekend.
Oh,
Shout out to the High Mafia presents.
High Mafia presents.
T.I. made us partners, man.
Hey,
We all
man.
the High Mafia members got their own episode. We got to
Yeah.
pick 3 comics and host the episode, and we shot a whole season in like 3 days. So most people in Atlanta were funny. Got an opportunity to be on.
Tyler Perry shit.
Yeah,
We doing it. We
that's
building
it,
our
man.
table. We
Yeah,
table
yeah,
building
I'm
around
doing
here, man.
this.
We
Yeah,
table.
I
Shout out
have
to the
to.
King.
That's an
That's
Atlanta
right.
thing now. Like
I
he
see.
has really
facts.
put the battery in everybody's back in Atlanta. I feel like you know what, I should just do it. I mean, I ain't finna wait on nobody. Let me just
Shout out to
do it.
Reemo Kamal. Y'all rip, bro.
Remo, Kamal, Furg, man.
Furg,
Shout out to
y'all
y'all, man.
Tyler was ripping.
Mafia. Yes, sir.
Tyler
man.
would just
Yeah,
put up there,
that's
grab the
dope
mic
shit,
and one of
man.
the show. They was just,
Yeah, they need a little filler.
it was like a family production. We just whatever
Yeah.
needed to be done. We had
That shit was so
crackhead go
dope,
up.
man.
Bro, that shit was amazing,
it was
bro.
a-
Hey man, you know
It
the
made the
best
city
stuff
feel
is
good,
done with
man.
love, man.
Yeah, that's what happened, and that's what
A
happened.
little loaf of bread and a lot of love.
A little loaf and a lot of love, man.
You know what I
Hey
mean?
man,
Always
and,
remember.
and start checking your boy out on the Country Wayne skits. You know what I'm
Come
saying?
on.
Okay.
Hey, casting.
Hold on.
Alright.
What camera are we looking at?
You right there. We right here.
Okay.
You there.
I'm there. Okay,
We
I'm
got
looking.
to.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that me.
Oh, no.
That
You
me, but
projecting
that
this
big boy
way.
So I got the
camera.
close up right here.
Yeah.
That big boy right
He
now.
on
This how I
three.
be. This how I be.
Three
Come
shot,
on.
they got two.
Come on.
Okay.
Yeah, we need that for Ronnie.
Ah!
Ronnie 2-shot, come all over there in the cut.
Two-shot.
You can't blame him for that one.
I
He
know.
looked at Furg and then hit the magazine. Hey, Furg.
First saw his necklace.
Man,
It was his
Mike-
African
Mike
sign. I was like,
blew
you
up.
got
You
the
might-
Black Power chain.
Choking that motherfucker.
Nigga slapped the hell
Furg
out
was
of him.
like, you got the Wakanda chain. He
Yeah,
was trying to
man.
touch it.
know, right?
One more time, Remo, man. That shit's dope, man. So y'all be on the lookout. It's a Facebook
It's
series,
a
yeah.
Facebook series, yeah.
Hey,
yeah,
man,
yeah.
good shit, bro.
Good shit.
Great
Remo.
show.
Great
Playing
show.
Mike's nephew, if you know the series or whatever, Mike.
Right. And you older than him.
That's probably.
Are we gonna see
It's
the
Probably
jeans?
close to true.
Are you gonna debut
Probably.
the jeans? You
Come
gotta
on,
debut
man.
the jeans.
We know how
I
old
did
you
some
are.
denim today.
Okay,
Oh,
guys.
shit.
Okay.
All right.
You getting away? You getting away from
apple
the dinner.
bottoms on. Man.
Not with the crab.
Why don't you ever squeeze?
Come on.
Come on.
Get
Let me out, though.
Man, we
Y'all
like.
talking about the brother in the jeans like they some apple bottoms.
Well, no, so just for context.
clueless.
Yeah.
For context.
I don't know.
Reemo wears the ugliest, craziest jeans.
He wears, we call them busy
He's been
jeans.
doing it lately. So that's like the thing with our fans and us. We always roast somebody's jeans.
He wears
Like
busy
them,
jeans.
Oh, okay.
Jeans that adult men over 40 should
So we
never-
had a young lady that's a stylist, and she came on and told Reemo that like how to wear his jeans and his shirt, and ever since then, like
She inspired,
You
man.
can't, tell him shit.
Oh, he
Come
went
on,
crazy.
You can't tell him
I
nothing.
like what you think about the outfit. She was like, "It cool, but."
When she said but, once she butted him, it was a wrap.
Shout out to
She
Lord.
was like,
Swag.
I like the jeans though.
When she
Reemo was like,
jeans.
you like the jeans?
The jeans. And he took his shirt off, just had the jeans.
You remember Golden Child when the dude said, you don't even know what you did, but you did good. He was just smiling.
No, yeah, that was real funny. You know what you did.
Hey, man, ain't perfect Golden. Go watch Golden Child again, bro.
Oh, Golden
Funny
Child,
ass
classic.
boy.
I always
Sick.
watch Golden Child.
He had the
It's
headphones
funny.
on the plane.
Yes.
Yeah, man.
What's your go-to movie, real quick, that you can watch any day, all day?
Beat Street.
Oh,
Wow.
yeah.
It's working.
Yeah.
Get ready to party. You clap your hands, everybody.
Yeah.
Kumo D took his shades off. He looked crazy as hell. He like got jaundice.
Yeah, man. I love me some Beat Street. You know.
I used to watch Beat Street with Trill.
Go for real.
Yeah.
Shout out Southside
Southside
Trill.
Trill.
Southside
I
Trill.
hope
Go
I
get
ain't
your car
kill you.
washed
I hope
over
I
there.
ain't kill your question with that one.
No, that's a dope movie. I like that
Okay,
movie.
okay, cool.
My homeboy from high school, we used to watch that. Like, it's the early 90s, but we watched Beat Street all the time.
But
And Breaking.
But if we talking acting, you know, sometimes what you do is you have a movie that has like some of the theme or some of the vibe of what you already playing, and you might watch that and have it in the background while you're studying your shit sometimes.
Yeah.
You know, that's something I do that sometime, and that could be any movie. You know, like right now I'm watching Taxi and Close Encounters of the Third Kind.
Okay.
Man.
Just got those in the background while
Just
I'm
playing.
doing my
Y'all
thing.
we need to start recommending movies for our fans because we all Blockbuster kids. All of us used to get tapes on Tuesdays and Fridays and shit. I think
Good recos.
Disorderlies. If you can find
this.
Disorderlies, go watch it with the Fat Boys. That is one of the funniest goddamn movies.
Before I hit the stage, nigga, to really pump me up, like on some acting shit, I be on some gangster boot. So you know what I'm saying? Check that shit out.
Have you listened to him on the toilet? Because I know that
Going
be
crazy.
Definitely
Gangsta
sit
boo.
down. So I guess.
But Flight is a great movie to recommend because
Flight
Flight is good.
I'm gonna go see that
man, the
tonight.
acting in that is crazy.
Ain't
And,
seen it in a while.
yeah,
We got everything at our disposal. We can go type in any goddamn thing. I watched the whole. I played Disorders for my kids. They were like, "These fat guys are funny." I like, and they can rap too. They were like, "What? They can rap?"
Hey, real rappers. Come on. You got us,
That
man.
time, brother.
Yeah, man. We like to end the shows with a segment we call Secret Genius Life Coach, where I give the people some words of wisdom, get through the week, get to the next episode. I'm Kamal, the Secret Genius. The words of the week are this. It's very important that you spend money on marketing for whatever you're trying to do, but also know that they're gonna show that ad to me 1,000 times. I don't know how many views you paid for, but I'm 1,000 of them. Whenever you buy an ad, nigga, I don't know how many they show that to me every other
He's
post.
already coming.
Yeah. So just be mindful that half the money you spending on showing your ad to me.
That's so funny.
That's
God.
all. That's all I got.
Stop putting the.
I be wondering who see my
Me,
shit.
nigga, me.
I saw your shit. I saw when you at Uptown Show. I saw
Me.
Uptown Show.
I
I be
see
putting my money
everybody
down,
ads 1,000 times.
I be marketing, bro.
You got to do it, but I just want y'all to know they're showing them to me.
I'm gonna put everybody except Kamal
Yeah.
next time.
And I'm pulling up.
in the category.
They keep putting the compression top in my goddamn.
trying to flatten your titty.
Yeah, they
Oh,
trying
yeah.
to do the stud wife beater. I don't
The
want
man's
the
body
I
shaper.
don't want
The
the
OG
titty layer
unit.
down.
The Brenda beater.
Not the real.
that motherfucker said the man body shape.
Man,
That shit
tank
come
top with
across
the
your timeline
goddamn.
4 times a day.
Man, I'm not wearing this knee brace shirt.
Neoprene.
Hashtag that shit, man.
Nigga got on the swimsuit.
Oh no, yeah, I got a whole bit about it. More Than
No, but
Culture
it's
is the
on my
brand.
timeline right now.
This is the More Than Culture show. Kamal, the Secret Genius, Reemo Rod, Tyler Chronicles, Ronnie Jordan. Special guest,
Sir.
Rob Morgan.
Hey man,
We
That's
out,
Just
man.
Daddy Kane.
Yes,
Peace,
indeed.
peace,
You feel
peace.
like I don't know how you
I
really catch
am
it.
Brother, man. Thank you, man.